of all of those impacts to make sure that we can make the best case possible to the federal government. But one way or another, we are here for the long haul. We are here to make sure that it's done the right way, and we're here to make sure that everyone gets the assistance that they need.
Okay, thank you, John. I want to bring forward our state senator. I work with Gary Forby all the time. Now's the time where we have teamwork at the utmost. We have to make sure that folks who had this terrible misfortune of having a tornado wreak havoc with their lives, we want to help those people get back on their feet. Take it from there, Gary.
Thank you, Governor, and thank everybody for coming out today. And I just appreciate seeing everybody came out. Like I said, Governor said, I seen Harrisburg, what happened in Harrisburg. I could not believe the people that came out and helped. And that's what I always say about Southern Illinois. It's God's country. You'll see it's going to happen down here, too. Everybody's coming together. You'll see the people as a part, the lights and roads and everything in the city working together. I know it's a terrible thing happened. It's something we can't do, but something we can do. Anything we can do to help you, we're here today to help you if we can. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you, Gary. One thing that Gary voted for that I signed into law is on the recovery effort, we don't want anybody's taxes to go up because they have a new dwelling or a new situation. So we've signed a law. Whenever we have this disaster relief, it does not affect anyone's tax burden in that regard. And I would like to bring forward the Mayor of Brookport, John Claver. John, are you here with us? Why don't you say a few words on behalf of the good people of your community?
First of all, with the people, citizens of Brookport are injured and are grieving, would take this time to appreciate you coming down and seeing us. You too, from Corby. Today is better than yesterday. We got a long way to go, but everybody, the help is coming from surrounding neighborhoods and communities is awesome. We still got a lot of work to do, but the citizens of Brookport, even in this condition they are in, they're out, they're helping each other. The neighbors, I was around the neighborhood today, the neighbors are helping each other, saving what's left of their homes, putting tarps on roofs, doing what we can. We're all helping out each other, and we're going to get through this. We're going to get through this. And once again, I'd like to thank you, Governor, for coming down.
I want to tell you, Mayor, we're all citizens of Brookport today. We all believe in Brookport, and we want you to come back stronger than ever. And that's why we wanted to come here today in person. I saw some of the damage. Obviously, it's dark now, but just looking at the devastation, we know that people were hard hit. And our faith teaches us we will come back.
Indeed.
We believe in each other, and we believe in God. And I think it's important to have those things together, that we want to thank all the communities of Southern Illinois, as Senator Forby said, that have come to help Brookport here today and will continue to help Brookport, and our state wants to be here. I talked to the President today. He called me from Washington and said that whatever the people of Illinois, and including Brookport, need, he will provide with us together.
Thank you.
Okay? Thank you very much. I also want to salute the Chief of Police, John Barr, here in Brookport, and the Fire Chief, Bill Copley. Thank you very much for your great work. The Brookport Council, Oren Soders, is with us, and Brookport Council, Edgar Martin. Thank you for joining us. And I want to thank Kathy Tucker from the Brookport Council. Our local government, we have to work together in these times of crisis. And I also want to thank the Massac County Sheriff, which is Ted Holder. And I want to point out that all of the assets of our state government, including our conservation police from IDNR, our state police. I want to thank all our state police who have worked to make sure the roads are safe and sound, and also our IDOT employees, Illinois Department of Transportation. And it goes without saying that IEMA, which is our emergency management agency, will work with the Federal Emergency Management Agency. I received a phone call today from their regional director indicating that they will work closely with us to help Brookport and all the other towns in Illinois that were hammered by these series of tornadoes yesterday go forward in the future. Any questions, we'd be glad to answer.
Governor, what's the likelihood that Brookport will qualify for aid from FEMA?
Yeah. Well, that's a very good question. It'll really be kind of tied together with the other damage that we have suffered across our state of Illinois, in Washington, in Diamond, in Gifford, here in Brookport, and also in New Minden. And I'm going to ask John to come forward to explain the process he mentioned before taking pictures, having information, as much specificity as we can about what the damage is to homes, to businesses. This is very important for us to get the help from the Federal Emergency Management Agency and Federal Disaster Aid. And John, why don't you go through how that application process takes place?
Thank you, Governor. So once we complete the initial damage assessment and we have statewide numbers that we can provide to FEMA, we can order what we call a preliminary damage assessment. That's also a coordinated effort with FEMA. So we'll have personnel from FEMA, the Small Business Administration, Illinois Emergency Management, and local emergency management to go back through and confirm each of the houses or properties and businesses and the level of damage that they have in terms of either destroyed, major, minor, or affected. Based on those statewide numbers, that's what drives an individual assistance disaster declaration. And individual assistance is a grant program that's designed for reconstruction of homes and businesses, which is separate from public assistance, which is reimbursement of local governments for costs incurred during the disaster response and recovery. So individual assistance is really a statewide number, and that's what the governor is alluding to. Is what really counts at this point is making sure that we can account for all of the damage in all of the communities in the state to make the strongest case possible to FEMA that we are deserving and needing a federal disaster declaration.
I just want to stress, so what happened in Washington yesterday, what happened in Gifford yesterday, what happened in Diamond yesterday, what happened in New Minden and Brookport yesterday, it's tied together. It'll be something that we send from our whole state to Washington. We were hard hit in Illinois by these tornadoes yesterday, more than any time in our history. So it's important that we all work together statewide. We're tied together. We're a family. We believe in family, and we're the family of Illinois.
Just going off of that, I know the tornado in Harrisburg did not meet those standards to get relief from FEMA, so people do have concerns about what resources they can get specifically from FEMA.
Yeah, we just missed qualifying in Harrisburg. It was very, very close. I talked to the federal officials, and they told me that. I have seen the damage across Illinois. I'm going to be going to New Minden in a minute or two. But from what I've seen, this is unprecedented in Illinois, the different parts of our state that got hit so hard by the tornado. And as you know, our state stepped in with respect to Harrisburg, and we put extraordinary resources to help them recover from the state of Illinois, even though we did not have federal help at that time. And I was just in Harrisburg a month or two ago. Gary was with me, and it's amazing what human beings can accomplish. It was so inspiring to see the people who had come together and worked together to recover for their community. And we know the same thing's going to happen in Brookport, and it's going to happen everywhere else in Illinois. We are people good and true. We are Illinois citizens who understand that working together is our highest calling when our neighbors are in trouble. And that's what I really feel the parable of the Good Samaritan is all about. If somebody has a tough time and they're in a ditch, we go and we take them out of that situation and put them on the right course and take good care of them. That's what our faith teaches us, and we're going to follow through.
Governor Coyne, can you share with us real quick, sir, what you said to Mayor Klepper within moments after this happened? If you were on the phone with him, or the first time you had a chance to talk to him after this disaster hit on Sunday afternoon? Some of the things that you said to him as far as what you were coming down with statewide.
Well, you know, we have an emergency management agency, and they interact with Mayor Clapper and all the other mayors that were affected. And it was very, very inspiring to me that mayors from other communities that were not hit by the tornado put assets and resources to bear to help Brookport and to help other communities that were hard hit in our state. And that's what we are in Illinois. We are a family of Illinois, 13 million people. It's a big family. But when somebody in our family needs a helping hand, we step forward. And we never quit until the job is done. And that's why I'm here today. Whatever part of our state of Illinois needs a helping hand, we want to help them.
Talk about that, sir. Any idea? I mean, I know it's too early in the assessment of things, but you've seen millions and millions of dollars worth of damage here in the state. I mean, this is a huge financial blow for the state in respect.
Yeah, there's no question there's been severe damage here in Brookport in southern Illinois and elsewhere in our state. When you go through in one day and see all the severe damage in different parts of the state, it's heartbreaking. it's heartbreaking because for most people, their biggest investment is their home or the property they own, the possessions they have. To see things scattered in trees and all over the landscape, things that are very precious to families, would break your heart, and it has broken my heart. And I think it's important that we understand that we have to help people not only with their material needs, but also their spiritual needs. And that's why we want to say to the people of Southern Illinois, the people of Brookport, we're with you here every step of the way. We're never going to forget you. We are going to help you get back on your feet and go forward in life. That's really what our faith teaches us, and we're going to follow those teaching.
Can you just elaborate a little bit more on what kind of resources citizens may be able to get from the state, whether it's money, fed by people, things like that?
Well, I think I am concerned about shelter, which is very, very important. For some of the folks who lost their dwelling yesterday, we want to make sure we find adequate shelter in order to keep them moving forward. So that'll be one of our #1 priorities. Also related to that is making sure that folks are in good shape. If anyone has been hurt or injured in any way, we want to help them go forward and take good care of them. I think our state departments, such as transportation, we got to make sure the roads are safe and passable. We want to also begin this process of identifying what the damage is. In order to help people, you first have to know what has been, hurt and damaged. And once we identify that, it gives us an opportunity to use our state government resources to go and help people out. Okay, everyone. I want to make sure that we are here today and here tomorrow. So thank you very much for coming. Okay? Thank you.